Welcome to Sippin and Trippin with the Ladies Wine Club. My name is Nina.
I'm Sandra.
And I'm Althea.
Okay, we're gonna groove a little bit. We on time, y'all. We on time
Hey,
today.
and it's cool in here
It
today.
is
Last time it was hot.
All right, don't be complaining about my establishment. And
Who not write in about that?
go ahead and put it in the mail. I'll make sure it gets lost.
Make sure you get lost. Really nice day. Nice breeze.
Sorry.
Oh yes, you have the red. Okay. All right. Well, first of all, we're going to be reviewing wines today, according to, as usual, taste, cost, and buzzability. That's our TCB score. So for each category, we give up to 10 points, meaning that a perfect wine for us is going to be 30 points, 10 from each category. We've had a couple of really good reviews where wines have been perfect scores. We've had some other reviews where they're not so great. So, we actually have a white and a red today.
Oh, that's
gonna
we
be
usually
good.
have that. We usually
We don't
sync
usually.
up.
We like on point today. Y'all with us?
Oh,
Y'all with
what? We are getting professional.
us? Professional.
That's what we're doing, professional.
Okay. Alrighty. So, before I introduce the wine, Sandra, you want to introduce anybody today?
Nope, not yet. Go ahead and do the one.
Okay. Alrighty. Everybody okay?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys out there are drinking something too, and you can let us know. We do want to share and review and recommend. Now, our first wine for tonight is the Banshee wine. This is actually a Chardonnay. I'm not a big Chardonnay fan, but I thought I'd give it a try. I got it on BOGO, buy one get one free. The price was $23.99, but the average price for this California wine is actually about $20. Again, it's a Chardonnay, 13.4% alcohol, out of California. They described it. This is what they say the wine is going to taste like. They say it's going to be crisp.
Chris, and it was. I agree.
Well, I thought you hadn't tasted it yet.
You saw it.
And they say it's going to be zesty, and they say it's going to have citrus flavor, and they actually call this wine Little Miss Sunshine. This Chardonnay
Oh, that's so cute.
is called Little Miss
That's
Sunshine.
cute. That's cute.
So
Cute.
let me pour the
Cute.
wine.
Yeah.
And Sandra, go.
Sandra's a little ahead. She's a child, the young person in class cheating with.
Cheating all the
She's
time.
I'm always ahead of the
answering,
game.
She's answering the question before the teacher asks.
Yes.
And you want to know why? Pick up your glass,
Pick
Sandra.
up your glass. We're drinking
She's
the white.
already
She's
checking the
on
red.
I'm
So while
sorry.
we drink, let's talk. But we are going to review the Banshee, a Chardonnay, which is going to average you. It's a $20 wine. That's what it's going to average. So while we drink, ladies, let's talk.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So what topics? are we
You
gonna
want the little? No, we should go with yours first, because we
Oh,
already
okay.
spent 40
Okay.
minutes on that one before.
All right. So if you remember the last time we were together, the last Sippin' and Trippin' Life we did, we were talking about this. I don't even know what's it called. I can't call him a man.
Oh,
wow.
This Joker, I'll call him. This Joker,
Kneecapping early.
Yes, I'm kneecapping early. The shade is
Tell us
coming
what-
out.
Tell us what you really think about him.
Derek Jackson. Okay, so if you remember, he was the one. He's this social media influencer. They called him on all of the blogs I've been reading.
Uh-huh.
A social media influencer who gives advice to women on how to keep a man and what to do with a man and how to get your man to stay with you. And
Well, before you even go, what do you guys think about that? A man giving women advice about men. You think that just kind of makes sense because he's a man and he can tell
I
you how they
do.
think?
I think we should learn from each other on that,
Okay.
because he's just kind of giving an insight a little bit more about how a man really thinks and what we're missing on apparently he didn't let his wife know enough.
Didn't let her
I'm
know.
sorry to throw that shade out.
Okay.
Apparently he didn't, but I don't see it, not with him
Okay.
in particular.
So in
when
general-
they do give that kind of information, I do like it
You do
because
like it. Okay.
you know
And I think it's a
from,
good
it's
idea,
from
too.
their perspective.
yeah,
Perspective,
because
okay.
just like we've had on here, and we need to do this as
Yes.
men, ask a man.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we
So
always
I think we
want to
should
know
do one every other month or every
Yeah.
month and a half. Yeah.
what the man thinks and kind of get a different perspective on it. Because we know what we think as women,
Yeah.
but what does the man think, and what does the man think about different actions?
You know what?
You
And
know.
if you guys haven't seen that, you should go through our history here. And the Ask a Man
You've asked a man
episode,
twice.
we've done it twice, and I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yes.
For each time. So you're right. That's a great episode.
And we're going to
So
ask
we
a
do
different
have
man, and we're going to ask.
that. Yeah, I learned
different
stuff.
questions.
We also had a stripper on, and I learned some stuff too.
Ooh, we did.
We did.
We
I
did. It was
learned some
very
stuff, too.
interested because
really interesting.
yeah, we did.
Okay, so Torrance is on with us. Hi, Torrance.
Hi.
Hey,
Torrance Bryant.
What's
Whose
up?
friend is that? Is that
That's
yours?
my, yeah.
Okay.
What's going on? I'm gonna contact you.
Okay, give me a ring. Not me personally. But
No, he knows I got work.
Yeah. Karen is also on. Hi,
Karen.
Karen, our biggest supporter. Where's Arthur?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh no, you didn't
Calling
do
him
that.
out. Okay.
Did you do that by name? Really?
Sure did.
I
Uh,
called him out.
Torrance, maybe we can get you as an Ask a Man one
Oh,
time.
we would
We
love
always
that.
invite a gentleman on to ask their straight up honest opinion. So, we might ask you one day. So
All right.
Stay
So
tuned.
getting back to Derek Jackson. So yeah, he was this. Basically, he was kind of purporting himself as a kind of a relationship expert, and one of his kind of taglines was, marriage is under attack, and I'm trying to protect the sanctity of marriage and all that BS.
Yeah.
This is a family show,
oh
so
my
I'm gonna curse.
gosh.
But a little bit about Derek Jackson, and then I'll let you ladies kind of
Let's chime in.
chime in and talk about some topics. Okay, so his net worth is $1.5 million as of this year.
What, huh?
1.5 million.
Oh, he need
From
another.
YouTubing.
How many side chicks he have?
Yes, exactly.
That's why he got them.
He can
subjects.
afford.
Yeah, he has 1.3 million followers on Instagram, over 700,000 followers on YouTube, and that's where the money's coming in.
Yeah, YouTube is the big money.
The YouTube. Now he has a few books, I think like 4 or 5 books or something,
Okay.
that sell from between $9.99 and $28.99.
That's expensive.
I'm not buying this book.
No.
His wife and him are both 31.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
see. I know we talked about before they were high school sweethearts, but in my research I didn't see that.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not true though.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
Yeah.
look
At
at
this
everything.
point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Now she was a little interesting case. She had a little childhood trauma in her life. I think her father and her mother split up or something. Then her father went and had 2 other kids with another woman or something. So Denaya is her name. Would go visit her father, and she felt that she was mistreated. He never really wanted to spend any time with her, and her half brother and sister would say things like, you're not really our sister and stuff, and she felt slighted. So this one period of time, she had visited. He dropped her off back with her mom. He wanted to hug and kiss, but she was all pissed off and mad. So she let him hug her, but she'd give him a kiss. A week or 2 later, he ended up dying, accident, suicide. I'm not quite sure what. And she always carried guilt around about that. So I think she has daddy issues, which is the reason I brought that up. They were married in 2018 in January. His first affair, started in March of. Well, I don't know if it's the first one.
Yeah.
But one of the ones is Candace, one who's very vocal.
Yeah.
Started in March of 2020.
That's the one who said, surprise, I'm
Yeah.
going to put this out there. But he had 3 altogether
He had 3 mistresses all
in
together.
a 2-year marriage.
Right. When you should be
Giving
hanging off
advice.
chandeliers, and it should be a honeymoon. You shouldn't even be
phase.
tired of sex in 2
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
That should still be off the chain.
Yeah, and one of the mistresses was a surgeon in Atlanta.
A surgeon. When
Yes.
she has time to do anything on the side.
Yes,
She had some kind of
and
time.
all of the women were under the impression that he was getting a divorce and that the wife had moved out.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
he did the classic lie.
He was
okay.
screwing them in bed,
Where
in the
his
marital
wife was.
bed,
Yeah.
and there
He
was
was a real
boxes all
dog.
around, so they believed it.
So he
Okay.
he slept with them in his own
While
house.
he's giving advice to everybody on their relationship.
In
Exactly.
a 2-year marriage, screwing the women in his house, in his own bed, and telling them he's getting a divorce.
And
That's-
telling
that's-
the women out there, this is how you.
That's
this is how
cute.
you.
That's really
Yeah.
cute.
So
That's
so
cute.
all of that.
And she's still sitting by him
And then she did
Yeah.
the thing with the cap on her head, and then
with the
she
bonnet.
actually
The bonnet.
explained that
Yeah.
why she did it with
Her-
the bonnet. Okay.
Listen, this is a quote directly from her. Okay.
We listen.
She said, "You see a bonnet. I see a helmet of salvation." She called that freaking bonnet a helmet of salvation.
Oh, she's
That
right.
is not a freaking helmet of salvation. It's
That
a
was-
bonnet.
That
Actually, that wasn't. She's right. It wasn't a bonnet. It was more helmet-ish. So, so being that she went into first of all, where did she find that? Is what she needed to tell everybody.
Well, I have one. I sleep in mine. I don't wear mine out in public.
That's not a bonnet. You see,
like
it's a Russian type of a winter hat.
That's what I said the first time. It was looked like a little hat.
Oh, that's
and
not
it's
a
not even
bonnet.
on even. It's like one is on her ear like this.
She made that up.
She tossed it on quick.
But there was something else that was brought up the last time, and it's been brought up a couple of times now, that this is all a publicity stunt. I think the mistresses are real.
No, they're definitely real.
Okay. But they're going to kind of parlay this into leading the audience to say, we did this, now we're together, and he has a book out or coming out about making up and forgiveness. He says he's a new man, so that this is a marketing thing.
And supposedly, one of the other podcasts I was listening to was saying that there will be a redemption tour.
See, money.
Money, exactly.
Maybe they'll sell those hats as a souvenir with a picture on it.
Some swag.
With her picture on it with a little hat on her head like this.
The swag,
and a black sweatshirt.
Yeah, and when we'll buy it, and all three of us will sit on here looking at it.
You know what?
We were supposed to be homely with no makeup, but we couldn't.
I'm sorry.
We couldn't do it. How dare us?
Not sorry. Yeah.
So
Okay, Torrance is on. Marisol is on. Hi, Marisol.
Oh, hey, girl.
We're sending you love. Kisses. Mary is also on. Hi, Mary. And Christine is on. Also, they're all watching us. Marisol said the money also coming in with TikTok. They like the new YouTube. That TikTok is like the new YouTube.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, see? I think it is that they're going to play everybody a little bit and capitalize off of this. Because they brought in new people. I had never heard of this guy before in my life.
No, me either.
Never heard of him. Now, all of a sudden, I'm talking about him. And, it's not good. But they say, all
negative
publicity. Yeah.
All publicity makes sense.
It's good publicity.
But, God bless them for whatever they're making, because she's still married. So she's going to get a little bit of that. And, she can get herself some more hats and scarves and stuff with her money, right? But what I'm really saying is, he's not going to be able to stay hot forever. So even if he's making extra money off of this new twist, what else is he going to do the next time? So he better, he's still going to blow up like you're saying. He might make money, but how much is he going to continue being able to so he better put in the savings.
So that's a question for you guys listening, which is, if this is for marketing,
right?
Do you think that that's going to help their bottom line, all of this, or do you think it's going to turn off people that they do this big comeback redemption tour and all of that? Do you think that's a plus, or they're going to get more fans, or more people believing in them, and maybe he'll get more people listening to him, or is that going to be a complete turn off, especially with people believing now that they've been had?
What do you say?
I think the American people are very gullible. I think they have a very short attention span, and something else will take the place of this. DMX just died today.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Sleep in peace.
Yeah. But I think we have a very short attention span as people. We may not as individuals, but as a people, we have a very short attention span. So I think that if he plays it right, marketing-wise, and he seems to be a marketing freaking genius, I think he will be on top.
Positive?
Yeah, okay. A net positive, definitely.
Right.
That's my feeling.
Well, I definitely think he's going to net some extra money, but I hope he can save it, because I don't know how. I mean, he's 31, so unless he. But I have no interest in it. I don't have no interest with him with the cheating. I think it's really messed up. I think the whole scenario and the whole thing is messed up. I think he's a jerk. I think for him trying to give advice, he sucks. And, I see nothing wrong with his woman standing by his side if that's what she wants to do. Like I said, she's still in it as far as a marriage, and his money is still her money. So if she plays it the way she's going through her changes. I don't have no thought on her with that at all. But I'm not even giving him a minute of my day. After I saw them two with the bonnet, I haven't even done my homework, because he doesn't have no interest. I have no interest in him. He's horrible with what he's done. And
now, I think you have kind of brought this up a little bit before. I do feel a certain kind of way that he's giving advice to women on how to keep your man and recognizing the cheater. And then you're out here doing. He just seems slippery
and not getting recognized by his own wife.
Yes,
so
he seems like a used car salesman.
Yeah,
and he's just the lowest form of human being.
You're right.
And I think that it may be. I'm not sure if it's going to be a net positive. Only because he will have to bring in more people who would be interested in this redemption. I think that a lot of his current audience that was following him feel let down, and they feel like this is a big joke. I think that she presented herself in such a pathetic way. If his audience was women looked to this one sitting beside him, and I think it was a big letdown, disappointment. I'm listening to you, and look what you have sitting next to you.
But do you think that some people, not everybody, but some people may think that, that gave him some sympathy points?
No,
That gives him some
I
what?
think it
Sympathy points.
I think it gave him a little
Like,
bit of a pass.
I see why you had to step
Oh,
out.
I
with
see
her.
why you. Oh,
I think he
see.
got a tiny bit of a pass
I
because
don't-
I saw
I don't.
something, pictures of two of his mistresses that was going around Facebook, and one half naked and all, and makeup on, and they looking like,
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of like, I'm not saying that what he did was right, but here you go, ladies. Now we get to be lectured to once again about how we need to keep up our looks and all of that sort of thing, because if it was but for the fact that you she didn't carry herself to look more like the mistress, maybe he wouldn't have went out there. So in this particular thing that I saw was lecturing women about, ladies, you need to. So he may not be getting sympathy points, but sort of. He's sort of getting a pass.
I don't think.
I just think that if she wanted to turn this into something marketing, and next time you see her, she's fabulous, and drop them, or say, I don't know what's going on, I think that's be a great marketing for her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard to say how women are going to turn to him and now listen to him some more, and then see his mistresses half naked all over the place. I don't know if it's going to. He may get new people to say, but I think some of his old fans are like done. It's a turn off.
I just wanted to add, as far as when you were saying, does he get a pass? I think, me personally, I think that's his woman. He married her. So if she was boring looking and he's giving advice to other women, or that's how she cared, and you're giving advice about doing stuff to yourself, you have no influence on your own. You have no influence on the woman you're with. So to me, that shows you don't even serve a purpose, because you're giving other people advice, and the woman you married, you're saying this is how you keep your man. But you married her, and he had to know she was already dry looking like that. Because, and I'm sorry, she had to be dry when he was dating her. She didn't just become dry. And I'm
No,
not.
she does look good. I saw some pictures of her, like, looking normal without the bonnet or the Russian skull cap.
The Russian skull cap.
The swag.
So, she did look like, I saw some wedding pictures and some other pictures when they were out and stuff. So I think she's a pretty woman.
Yeah, you can see her looks are
But
there. But
I think that was calculated with that freaking
what
Russian
I'm trying
bonnet.
to say, where I'm going with this is that from the time he was dating her and marriage and everything else, when he goes out, does she really put herself together? Was she presenting what he presents as far as how to keep your man, this, that, the other? So if he's not effective in his own house, to me, you show that you don't serve no purpose. Because if you can't even handle your own one woman in your house, and you got to go out and give people advice that you can't even handle, that's, forget that.
We have some kind of comments coming
Yeah,
on here.
Marisol is hot.
Okay, what's up?
Torrance
Marisol?
had to leave. He had to go back to work.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
for joining us,
Thank
Torrance. Marisol, he said he's a piece of blah.
All right.
She used to follow him, but she cut him off.
Oh, okay. So she's a fan.
Marisol said that the wife stays because she has low self-esteem, which kind of brings me back to her daddy issues that I talked about earlier. And then also she suffered from depression and some weight issues back in 2017, which were probably after the baby was born. So it may have been like postpartum or something.
Yeah.
But she was able to like lose weight and everything like that. So, maybe that is kind of true that she does have some self-esteem issues. Marisol said she didn't look bad. She probably let herself go.
After the kids or something.
Yeah, after the kids, you know. But I don't think he was all that good looking. I was having this conversation with my hairdresser. I don't think he's all that good looking.
He's not great looking, but he probably he didn't wear a bonnet. And this is the thing.
Damn,
He didn't come out looking like a.
Yeah.
He presented himself normal. She
Right.
just did not present. She didn't have to be all made up, but it's obvious she went to a whole nother level.
Wait, but who wears a bonnet? I mean, I am thinking it's calculated. I just think it'll backfire. I hope it will. But
It
who
was
sits
definitely
there
calculated.
with a bonnet unless you didn't want to do that.
But I
And
want
you're
to
like, don't
approach.
wanna
I want to approach something else that you talked about, Sandra, which is very important. Some men zero in on women with low
With low
self-esteem
self-esteem.
because they can run the hell out of them.
Control them.
They know they won't go anywhere.
Right.
They know they'll have their children. They know they won't take their money. When
Yeah.
they make their money, they know they'll stay put kizzy, and they know that they can keep them at home and they'll be submissive. Some men look for that woman that's full of shame or feel that they're low self-esteem, and they keep them in their shell, and that's exactly what they look for them. You think a man like that, he has so much advice, look at who he got. Because he wants her to stay put.
There was a comedian, Robin. He died many years ago, and he used to have a joke just like that to say, when you get that kind of woman, you can just run them. You can be
Every
like,
man knows
he be
that.
getting ready to go out, and she'd be like, "Where you
Shut
going?"
your mouth up.
And he'd be like, "Bitch, I'm going to the moon."
That's
and she'd
right.
be like, "Be careful."
That's right.
You know.
Be careful.
And then he gone because he knew what kind of
And
woman.
come back
you could
days
run.
later. Yes.
Yeah.
And-
I don't want to be.
And I wanted to touch on that. That's
Yeah.
very important. He probably picked her for a reason.
Yeah. Well, he gets no clicks from me. She gets no clicks from me.
Yeah.
They get no more interest as far as I'm
Me
concerned
either.
because he's a failure because he
That's
couldn't
right.
keep up his own
Absolutely.
situation, so he has no advice
That's
to give
the right
to me
title.
personally. And she's a failure for sitting there with a Russian bonnet on, when and presenting herself for the first time to people like me.
Right.
First time I laid eyes on her over this, you should have came better. So you have no advice for me either.
Yeah, because that was another thing that I found in my research is that all these people were saying he's never, you know, every time he does his videos, he's in his car. He's never in his house.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Something
it's
like that.
always,
It's just him.
always him. So, because I kind of felt like, okay, 3 women, all of them, they didn't know he was married, even though he's this big time influencer, but he kept that side of his life very separate from his business life. So,
Well, he was able to take one on vacation. So
Yes.
that's the
Ain't that
situation.
something?
Ain't
Yeah.
that something?
Hey, that's
All right.
Exactly.
Any other comments? Because it looks like there's some people.
Marisol saying he has a nice body, but needs a bag on his head.
she is.
Yeah, I would have walked by him. He didn't
Yeah.
get, wouldn't get
No,
a
I-
slow dance from me.
I
wasn't
didn't think
hot.
he was very good
Definitely
looking.
not knocking down no doors.
Yeah. No, my hairdresser thought that he was very good looking. I'm
Did
like,
she?
oh
I was
no,
like,
you.
Yeah.
Hate
Maybe
to see
she'll
your
be
husband.
mistress
No,
number
you're
4.
not like that with no.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not.
He's
the Bridget,
plain.
He's not the Bridgerton
He's playing
guy.
crackers.
Oh,
Playing
yeah,
crackers.
which won't be
as
on
they
the
do.
next
I know.
Bridgerton.
So,
Okay,
but
anything else?
no, that's
Other
it.
comments? Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and rate the wine. Now, just as a reminder, this is a Chardonnay. It's the Banshee California wine, 2017, 13.4% alcohol. I got it on the buy one, get one free, $23.99. This is it averages out to be about $20, so you can go and get it $20. Chardonnay is not my favorite, but I thought it'd be nice on a nice day, nice and cold. So let's go. Which one? Who wants to go
I'll
first?
go.
Okay,
I'll go.
go ahead and give us
I'll jump
rate
in
this wine for everyone.
Okay, it was very pleasant. It was crisp, just like it said. It had a very. It was the taste was very crisp and very nice. That's all I can tell you. I gave it a 10. It was I love it. And the cost, I gave the cost a 10, and I'm going to explain why I gave it a 10. Even though Nina said it was like 23, but she got it on BOGO, which brings it down to about $11 or $12, which I always enjoy, which is why I would normally give it a 10. But I'm giving it a 10 because I'd even buy it at the 23. Because I'm going to explain why. This wine is pleasant and very good. And if you take it to someone's home, you could open it with your guest when you're having dinner. It's a compliment.
It's a nice one.
So that's why I'm giving that a 10 no matter
Wow,
what.
that's pretty good.
The buzzability I gave.
What was the percentage?
For 13.4.
13.9.
Oh, that's not bad for a white.
Yeah. So I gave the buzzability an 8, and so my total is a 28. It is a 13.4 4. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a white.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay. It's a 28 and a recommend from Althea. Chardonnay
I'm
drinkers.
I'm gonna keep that on board.
And even if you're not a Chardonnay drinker, you're not necessarily.
Not at all.
So far, we got
I don't
definitely a winner.
discriminate.
Okay. What about you?
Okay, so for me, I actually, when you picked up the bottle just now, I saw that it was from Sonoma County. Okay, I went to Sonoma County wineries, and I went to Napa County wineries. I didn't like any of the Sonoma County wineries.
Oh, wow.
And when I bought wine from Sonoma, I didn't like them. So I started saying that I was going to look first. If it was a California wine, it was from Sonoma, I wasn't going to buy it because Sonoma makes terrible wine. This has changed my mind.
Wow.
Oh,
This has
nice.
changed my mind. This is a really nice Chardonnay.
Oh.
It's not that buttery Chardonnay, but it's more the citrusy Chardonnay that I tend to like better. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Bontero White. You probably remember that. That was also a Chardonnay. But it has tastes of the Sauvignon Blanc, or the properties of a Sauvignon Blanc. For taste, I'm going to give it a 9. I really like the taste. It was very easy drinking. By the time I got here, it was a little warm. So probably if it was colder, I would like it better. We got to get an ice bucket.
Yeah.
We usually finish it before you can even
Yeah,
get
that's
it.
true. That's
I don't even know
true.
what you're suggesting that
We were just
for.
waiting for
Yeah.
you guys to finish it.
I know, right? For the cost, I'm going to give the cost at $23. I'm going to give that a 9 also. Even at $23, I would buy this wine. So maybe that's a 10 because I usually don't pay $23 for a bottle
There you
of wine.
go.
So I'm going to give it a 10 for cost because it's a little outside my price range, but it's so good that I would pay regular price for it. And I actually saw that Publix when it was on BOGO and I didn't buy it. Sorry.
Oh, see?
For buzzability, 13.4%. I'm going to give that a 9 for a total TCB of a 28 for me.
Get the H out of here.
deuces.
28 different
Let's see
reasons.
that's what's going on.
Now, my turn. Full disclosure, Chardonnay is not my favorite, but this you do want to put it in the refrigerator, get it nice and cold. Taste is a 10.
Oh.
I drank this and then I drank some more. Gunk, gunk, gunk. Then I drank a little bit more. I said, I am enjoying the heck out of this Chardonnay. So that's a 10. Cost, I'm going to give it at a 9 because when I see this again, I'll pick it up. And I'm okay. Now, I may not pick it up at 23 because I'm going to bargain shop and go across town to Total Wines. Get it at 20, but I would totally get this again. And the buzzability, I'm going to give this at a 9. So guess what that adds up to?
Are we triplets?
We are triplets.
Are we triplets?
We gave it the same score.
I am disgusted.
28.
I am disgusted. I am tired of us talking the same language.
Different reasons.
They're gonna think
totally
we just get along
recommend.
so well.
Oh my
We
goodness.
don't get along.
That was just so fun. When you said 28, I said I know what my score is. A little different in reasons,
Right.
but we all recommend this. Banshee wine,
Definite recommend.
Chardonnay, nice and cold. You won't regret it.
Amazing.
Yes. Okay, so now let's go. We're going to go ahead and have a second. We have a red. Sandra's
a red.
already been.
I'm sorry.
Sandra has it in her
That's
purse.
okay.
You got to finish your white.
It's
Oh,
done.
mine is
It's
done.
done. Look, it's empty.
Is it?
Well, what do you want?
Mine's done.
You got me.
Okay, so the next wine we have for tasting tonight is the Drama Red Blend. Drama.
Which we've been talking about.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of drama.
It's a red blend, like I said. It's a 90 points from James Suckling, which he's a big deal in wine. It's a Spanish red blend. It's 75% Tempranillo, something like that, and a 25% Grenache.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's 14.1% alcohol. Like I said, it was made in Spain. It's 2018 red blend from Spain.
2018 red
Oh.
blend.
She put it back
She
down.
put it down. Then she's gonna give
Okay.
herself
And
some
she
credit.
has it all
Can you
totally
say-
next to her.
Can you save some
And she
for
started
us?
before us. I mean,
Thank
she
you.
is out of control. And please
I'm
pour
sorry.
better than. Thank you. That's good. My gosh.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know if we're really getting along over here.
They are shading me.
Okay.
They're shady.
Alrighty, so as we move on to the second wine, first wine got a great score, 28 out of 30 for all of us in the recommend. So now we're going to move on to our red for the night. Ready to judge? So while we drink, ladies, let's talk.
Toast.
Okay, and oh god dang it, I keep forgetting. No bad on me.
Oh, did you really cuss like that?
I didn't curse, did I?
You said, hey.
I'm pretty sure I said,
Darn it.
Oh, okay.
this is the PG. You should get us on After Dark.
We should do that after dark.
No.
We will blow everybody out. After Dark
we have
one
we have
is
some
going to
tapes
be...
that we need to release that
We should do that after
Yeah,
dark.
if
I
you
think
want
it'll be
After
fun.
Dark, you want to go listen to the
it's gonna
audio
be like
of the
bleep, bleep,
podcast.
bleep, bleep. I don't want to bleep, bleep, bleep. You're gonna see bleep.
There's no bleeping.
I
We're
don't
live.
think, I don't think Facebook allows
gonna
the
go-
After Dark
gonna
version,
go-
but you will learn some things, I tell you. Okay, so what is our topic now?
Okay.
On,
And I think you can give it a couple different titles, but what would you call this chapter of your life? Just really think about it a little bit. You can play with it a little bit, give it a few different topics. I mean, what you'd call a chapter for that part of your life, or for different portions of your life. But go ahead and go for it.
I think I'm in the I don't give a damn chapter of my life.
Go on.
And I think you only get this way with age.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so I used to be not neurotic, but I used to care a little bit more about what people thought of me, and trying to do the right thing because I grew up as like the perfect child. I never did anything wrong. My brother and sister cut school. They did drugs. They had friends over there that were supposed to. I was always like the perfect child, and I was told I was the perfect child. So when I got to be a little older in my 20s, I was, a little bit of a wild child, but not bad wild child.
Mm-hmm.
I was, taking a few more risks and things like that. But I was still kind of, I don't know if I would say living my life for other people, but I was still concerned about what people think. Now, I don't give a damn what people think about me. I just don't care. And the way I feel about it, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but go have some coffee then.
Yeah.
If I'm not your cup of tea, you don't need to be around me and go have some coffee. Just scroll right on by, and it's your loss. Because even though I'm in the I don't give a damn chapter, I'm still kind and generous and a good friend, but I just don't have time for haters.
That's a good place to be.
Do you have any more titles or chapter or whatever? Or we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Because that was a whole lot. I don't even know where to go with mine. What you think? What you think, Nina? What's yours?
Well, I was starting off into the I'm Free as a Bird chapter.
Ooh.
Then I got snagged in.
Reel back in.
I got real back in.
To chapter what? 15?
To chapter, there's some little people running around and to take care of, and it took. So now I'm been having flashbacks. I think I'm in the regroup part of my life. I was free as a bird. I got to regroup a little bit and reorganize so that I can get back. Because I was on the track of y'all be like, where Nina? I don't know. She just got on a plane somewhere. That's what. Yes. And there's some
she
freedom.
was gone with I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I was gone with I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn.
And freedom, we gone. And there is a certain amount of freedom with I don't give a damn.
That's right. And
you just do you. And and again, growing up, I followed all the rules too because there were 7 of us in the house with brothers and sisters. I'm in the middle. My mother didn't even know the time when I ran away. So you just.
That's another topic. We gotta talk about that.
Nobody know. You know what happened?
She didn't even know she was in bed. Nina's in bed.
Wait. They ate dinner.
Oh.
You seriously ran away? How long were you gone? 2 hours?
I felt like I was gone forever.
And nobody knew.
And nobody knew. At the end of our street, I was mad. I marched out.
You should be crying for
and it should be. I was like, that. But you know what that taught me? I'm not missing a meal no damn.
That's right.
Not another time. Y'all gonna just have to deal with me.
Food.
Right. So I went back. Y'all gotta deal with me. But it's like, I just follow the rules, cleaned up, and I was okay. You that's just part of what the middle kid kind of does sometimes. I mean, sometimes they rebel, but sometimes they're just there. So right now, I felt like I did everything, and I was into my freedom phase. I've been pulled back, and now I'm just regrouping. And I don't know.
I call you chapter.
My chapter right now is regroup.
Yeah.
Regroup.
Okay.
I feel you, girl. I feel you, girl.
But it's okay. You're doing.
Yeah, I lost my trouble. I lost my.
You didn't lose
damn
it.
buddy.
Well, I don't give a half a damn. So I'm not gone completely. I mostly don't give a damn. But I gotta regroup. That's where I'm at right now.
What about you, Althea?
I've been single for a while, so I'm in the what in the hell is going on chapter. What in the hell are some of the single men looking for? What am I looking for when I talk to some of them, and then I'm like, you're not for me either. I'm in the what in the hell chapter where I need
What
to.
the hell?
What the hell? What's going on?
What in the hell? Freedom? I don't give a damn.
Right. Okay, so yeah, it's just I'm comfortable, I'm patient, but it's really just like it's like a loss. It's like what's going on that I can't zero in on an answer. It's like a what in the hell, and I'm serious about that. It's like what's going on.
So if things
it's like
change,
Twilight Zone.
If things have changed that much,
Well, I do online dating.
which is
It's hard. I mean, even prior to COVID, I would do the online dating, and sparingly. It wasn't something that I was, I'm looking at it every day, all the time. Whenever I check it from time to time, but it's different. It's different than your regular dating. I call it backwards dating because what you do is you start talking to someone, you see their photos, and then you like some of the answers they give you, and they kind of like you, and then you have to meet them in person and see if you like them in person.
Yeah.
Because it's opposite with how we're normally. You see somebody, y'all kind of like each other, and so you switch numbers, and then that's when you realize the person's a maniac. Meanwhile, this time it's the other way around. You're like, oh, okay, this person's all right. Seems like everything's okay. Then when you meet them, they might be hunchback, or they might have a big mole here that they turn to the picture like this. Or they might have a scar, or they showed a picture from 19.
I was gonna say that's
93,
probably more common.
And when
for
they're walking
old
up,
picture.
and it goes both ways because I've heard the horror story from the men's side too. It's like this woman was huge, and he said that her pictures didn't show nothing like that. So online dating is totally different than anything else. So it is a what in the hell chapter as far as it's concerned.
Do you find it scary?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Not really. I mean, the grown people that I wean out a lot of people, and you try to see who fits some of the things that are your deal breakers. I mean, some people put, if they smoke, or you don't want a cigarette smoker, then if you see it, you just pass by them. That automatically check them off right there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's things that it makes it a little easier, but it's just different. It's just different, and that's why I say it's what in the hell, because
If anybody out there, if you guys have online dated, do you find it scary? Have you been? I know somebody who actually ended up getting married.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite a bit.
From online dating.
People do marry from
dating.
online dating. You meet people that do. I'm gonna tell you the plus of it is you will meet people you probably would have never ever met in your life because everyone doing different things and their careers are different, and you meet people that are doing something totally. You would have never passed them in the mall or met them anywhere else. So online, you're like, oh wow, you'd have never had a chance to meet this person. So that's what the nice experience is with that. And you just.
So do you think that online you hide yourself more? You hide your true self.
I don't. I'm very.
No, not you, but you think that because I would always be thinking that this person that's presenting themselves, they're presenting themselves, like a lot of stuff going on Facebook. People have, I got 10,000 friends, but no one's going to come help you move, and no one showed up at your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really have 10,000 friends? So, but it's a big deal to be gathering all of these people, and to call friends. So it's kind of fake, as far as life is concerned. So I would be always concerned as however they're presenting themselves would be kind of a fake.
You're right, but that
Fakeness.
same person that's fake on there would have been fake in real life with you in the first place. If you met them in face, they'd have been like, because I've met that guy that was, I had my own business. He was cutting hair in his house. So
That's on business.
no, he said he was trying to open up a second store. So
the first one was his house.
I know.
So what I'm saying is that those liars, they're just not in your face. They're still the same people. You just have to be cautious and stuff like that. But I think most people are forthcoming and open. But you know, you always gonna have that person that's not real.
Okay.
Karen says she's in the I can do whatever I want chapter.
Oh,
Wow.
I hear you, girl.
That's nice.
I hear you.
Thought I was on my way there
Yeah.
with the freedom, but yeah.
Well, that means
very nice.
that means you're gonna go out with I don't give a damn, and well, freedom will be back.
Half free.
Freedom- freedom's coming back.
I'm coming back.
Yes.
With a vengeance, yeah. I'm still half. I don't give a damn. Half freedom.
Well,
I just
Karen's
gotta-
single too, so maybe she can be with you and you don't whatever.
In
You
the
guys
What in the
enjoy
Hell?
the chapter. In the What in the Hell chapter.
Yeah, she's I don't give a damn. What's her name in her chapter again?
I can do whatever I want chapter.
That's a great chapter.
I know.
Great chapter.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Anything else? Who said something? I just said something.
Dating is scary, Mary said. Mary, are you the one who had the husband the last time? Who
Came
your
over?
husband had come over? I think you're the one. But you say dating is scary, so I'm going to get a little bit into your business, which I do that a lot. They'll tell you. So you got a husband, but you also date. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah. I think the husband was going to come over to help her. She was sick.
No, her husband was coming over to help with the cleanup man.
I'm confused.
He was coming over to adjust some internal plumbing. Isn't that right, Mary?
That's still.
Okay, Mary. So your husband came over to adjust the internal plumbing, yes or no? But she says,
Right.
yes. I still have him.
All right.
So
now.
she got a husband and she's dating. Okay, now.
What was the title of her chapter?
Her chapter is Yahoo!
She's just
doing it
said
all.
dating is scary.
She's like Ja Rule. I'm living it up. Yeah.
We ain't mad at that, Mary.
I ain't mad at that.
do you,
at
girl.
all.
Do you.
I'm
Do
loving
you.
That. You know, I look for women heroes, to be honest with you. You know, you talk about different places in your life. I look for, you know, to me that's you know, Mary's saying it's scary, but it's like you're kind of like the hero. You got this, you got that. That's good. That's the woman. That's the hero. I'm like high fiving from over here. Karen, also, I'm do whatever I want to do. Boom, high five.
Yeah.
That's called the woman hero.
Yeah.
I look for that. I enjoy that. I live up to. I want to live up to that.
Yeah. Mary says, I date my husband because dating is scary. I get that. I really see that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally get that.
Dating any of my exes is scary. I don't want them back.
Because I remember when my husband and I separated for a couple of years, I didn't date anybody.
Because
No
you were
one.
scared. It was kind of a scary prospect, or what you?
I didn't know what.
Though?
I was still married, and you know, it was the.
You didn't want to visit with a brand
Yeah,
new,
I just it was
with a
like,
brand new Ron.
where do I even start?
So what do you think about
Actually,
that?
I
By the
didn't have any
way,
interest in it.
you didn't have an interest. So if you were separated, you still felt that you could date, right? Some people say, "Don't you can't do that because you're still married."
And I tell those people, I don't give a damn chapter.
Okay.
No, when I think when you're separated, I mean, everyone's different.
Everyone's
but some
different,
people
yeah.
do date. I mean,
Yeah, some people do date.
but
And
I think that if they say they're separate, they should be moving towards divorce. Don't be separated and then you going back. If you're so separation is different for everybody. If you're separated just to get a break and you're going back to your marriage, that's the agreement you have. Then you shouldn't be dating.
Yeah, and we were
If you're
in the
separated,
spot
moving.
where we were just separated.
Right,
We
there you
didn't
go.
even
It's
talk
yeah.
of getting back together.
Right.
I thought we were lost forever.
Okay.
So, but still, like dating.
I was gonna say, but yeah. So that would be.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people are. They separate and they don't really think they're gonna get back, and just we're lost, and then
Right.
you work your way back. But then in the meantime, if you did date, you would have.
Yeah, that's why I would
somebody
never
who'd been
date
entangled
anyone
somewhere.
seriously.
Okay.
You know, even if I wanted to go out to dinner with someone and date someone from the same
You wouldn't
point,
do that if you were separated?
I mean, I would, but only to that point. There will be no sexual encounters or anything like that, because when sex comes, then you become emotionally attached and things like that. So
Not me. It take me a minute to get attached. Well, you could talk if you like yours. As soon as it happened, you're like, what you want? What you want? You want bacon?
So you're saying, I think you and I are saying the same thing, but the way you just made it
No,
sound.
y'all
it's
saying
not.
too
We're
much.
saying-
Wait a minute, because she doesn't stick with people right away.
No, I don't. But what I'm, you're right. But even
Well,
when
she
I do, no,
she's
even
not
when I do
necessarily,
not
like,
get attached.
Yeah.
That's not the bam. And I don't care if it's the bomb diggity. That's not what knocks me in the face and say I'm stuck, because it's the entire package for me. Because usually give me 1 minute. Usually a man will tell me,
momento, por favor.
right, un momento. Well, usually a man will tell me he loved me before I say it to him, because I'm marinating.
Careful.
I'm marinating because y'all have said it plenty of times. It's not just sex, this, that, the other. But, so to me, yes, when it takes me a minute, so they don't just, yes, it helped reel you in if it's good.
Yeah.
No, and what I'm saying is that before I sleep with someone, I mean, I would think if I were separated and starting to date, I wouldn't just be out sleeping with men.
No, we get what you're saying. I thought when you said that once you have sex, then
I'm
more
just saying.
I thought you were more of a
attachment. Yes,
I thought you were more of a
exactly.
sucker once you slept.
No. I'm just saying I wouldn't take it to the sex level because then that's when other feelings come in.
Right. And
Yeah.
see, my feelings don't get involved. I can be stiff just like they can. Trust me. I can be stiff because
stiff like them.
no,
But you're
not
stiff
like
this.
no. I can be stiff as
Strong
far
like
as
men.
I can be stiff just like they can as far as with the
Not getting in
mindset.
touch.
With the
Yeah.
mindset, because men can be very cold for a long time. So I'm not trying to be like them. This is just how I've always been, because I read a lot of books.
Careful.
I read a lot of books when I was young, and I saw how they did women, and I said I'm not going to be one of them soft. And that's just how I decided I was going to interact.
Yeah, and the only thing I'm saying is that if I were separated and dating, it wouldn't be for the companionship moment.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I was separated and dating, it'd be for
But
It's a combination. I'll be a combination of you guys.
You always are.
yeah, that's true. You're kind of
Okay.
we're kind of split.
All right.
That's
Let's go
why you're
ahead.
in the middle. That's why you're
That's
in the
why
middle.
I'm in the middle.
Exactly.
I'm always like
Moni in the middle. Where you
combination.
at in the middle? Moni in the middle. Where you at in the middle?
All right. Remind us what we're drinking with this red.
We are drinking the Drama Red Blend from Spain.
Okay.
It's 75% Tempranillo and 25% Grenache. It is 14.1% alcohol, and it was $9.99 in total.
Okay. Wow.
So, Nina, what do you think about this one?
But I didn't like the taste, so I'm gonna give the taste a 6. I usually do a little bit better and change the score a little bit, but I did give him one more point. I give the taste a 6. I give the cost a 6 because I would not buy it again, and I give even for $10, and I give the buzzability a 7 at 14. It's gonna do something. I almost gave it a 666. That's why I changed it to a 667. And I gave that a 19. I didn't enjoy this at all.
Okay. Out there?
Yeah, I wasn't intrigued with the taste either. But I gave it a 7. It just wasn't one that it just wasn't. I wasn't impressed with the taste. I'm not turned off by it, but I wouldn't go out and buy it. I gave it a cost of 10 because $9.99 is a good price.
Yeah.
Okay, but I walked past it. And I gave the buzzability an 8 because
14.1.
yeah, 14.1 is really good, and it's black. I mean, if you bought it and you open it, you will get a buzz from it. So I'll give it the credit for the cost and for the buzzability. But it's 25. It's not the first thing I'd recommend. The TCB for me is a 25.
Yeah, I was not. I mean, I was so ready to like this wine because of the name Drama. I love drama.
We just talked about a lot of it.
Yeah, I just love that name. And then when I tasted it, it was like, wong wong.
Wow, terrible.
I just didn't get that drama sensation, especially for a red blend. And I like Tempranillos. Maybe it was the Grenache that was throwing it off because 100% Tempranillo, I like those. It's usually a little dry, which this was a very dry wine, but I don't know, the taste just wasn't that good. So yeah, I give the taste a 6 also. I was not impressed. This is not one I would buy. This is not one I would recommend. It's not the worst we've had.
Right.
Oh, it's not the worst.
Because Locator, oh my God.
We can name off a bunch.
Worst.
That's
Yeah.
you
So
should
this
just.
one
If
was,
somebody bring it
But
to
it
a
was
bar.
pretty
back.
bad.
yeah, this was just a little above average for me. It really didn't have a taste. I couldn't taste really
That's
anything.
true. I first felt watery or something like it was. It's just.
Yeah, it's just
off.
it tastes very strong, but it doesn't taste like
Drops
any
off.
of the
It's nothing
berries
bold,
or
no,
anything like
nothing
that. There's no hint of vanilla. There's no spice. There's no nothing. This is just like a nothing wine. You know, if I need to maybe go to sleep, maybe I'll drink some with some Tylenol.
So that's the chapter.
But
That's the chapter. The wine is a nothing wine.
it's a nothing wine.
Drink some of that with some whiskey.
No, this is gonna
Punch it up.
She's trying to make it a port.
If you drink this, it will mess you up because 14% is nothing to
I can't
sneeze
drink
at.
enough of this though.
Yeah. For cost, I give the cost an 8 because $10, you know, it's not bad. For the buzzability, I'm gonna give the buzzability a 10 because 14.1. I mean, if I drink probably 1.5 glasses, I'm gonna be toasty or tipsy, tipsy toasty. So my TCB
I
is
can
a
even drink one
24.
glass. I'm like,
Yeah, to me it wasn't that bad. I could
Okay.
I could still drink it.
Yeah. What was your
But
chapter again?
actually,
I don't give
I
a
don't
damn.
give a damn.
I don't give a damn. Had 2 glasses of
and
it.
so she been.
Because she
I
don't
know.
give a damn.
I know. So, you know, my birthday was on Wednesday.
Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Need to play the happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right.
Okay, and our this is coming up at the end of the month.
And I'm gonna sing
I
even
won't
louder.
be here.
Aw.
Yeah, this is my last podcast for a few weeks.
Well, what the hell? We'll celebrate with. I don't give a damn. So I'll celebrate without her.
I may call you guys up,
Okay.
All right.
but
I know for sure if you can.
but yeah. So I'm continuing to drink because it's my birthday week.
Boom. There you go. So what's your grand total?
Yeah. By the way.
24. I said it before.
24
She really
as
did.
a recommend.
Not
no,
recommend. Don't buy it.
Don't buy
buy
that
it.
wine.
Don't buy it.
Where's the bottle? Please.
Dang, right here. Oh, that's the banshee.
Yeah, this is terrible.
It's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I
You
don't think
gave it a
it's
6.
terrible.
If it tastes terrible, then
Terrible would be a 2.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
given 18. I've given something. I've given
We've
6.
given 10.
I think I've given
I
16.
think we gave it 9.
Well, you
okay, yeah,
two-
you've gotten worse.
you
I
two
usually am a
have-
little more generous.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
two have torn some stuff down.
Yeah.
I
This
say
is
this
really
down.
dry.
You know what it is? I was very disappointed.
I was too.
I don't know
because
why I was so
that
disappointed.
Chardonnay was so nice. I figured the next one would be
And
nice.
maybe,
But
you know,
sometimes we're like, bam, bam, and we're like
Yeah,
happy.
it's
We're around here
happy.
like this.
and I love reds. I love
Yeah.
reds.
And I love red blends. This did
And
not seem
I
like
was
a red
drank
blend.
that, and I was so disappointed. By my 3rd sip, I was a little mad.
Yeah. I think the Grenache is
It might
what
be that.
it's
that
what
gets-
took it.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just almost it's a sour note.
So,
So-
you gotta recommend for the Chardonnay if you see that the Banshee,
Buy.
and then not recommend for the Drama, which is
No.
a red, which is very disappointing because I love reds, and reds are usually I can usually just get by on a red.
Yeah.
But this was $10. It's a good price, but I wouldn't buy it again for $10.
Yeah, but not buy. And I don't know how this James Suckling gave it a 90 points
Wow.
because he sucks.
We have like 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Being that we've done all this, and I just want to throw a little twist in here for us.
Oh.
I wanted to know from each of you ladies if you had the chance to say one thing to this Derek Jackson, or what's your opinion on anything with what's come out, what would you say to him? What would you say, Sandra? If you had a chance to, like, you know, you had a chance to like type or write something and you knew he'd hear your thought on
That's
whatever.
interesting.
I'm looking right in the camera
Oh shit!
at Derek Jackson.
I don't give a damn saying this.
Bye, Felicia.
Ooh. So that's all you say.
That's it.
Bye, Felicia. Okay, well said. What would you say?
I don't know. I probably, I didn't know him before and don't know him now. I'm okay. I mean, actually, I just wasted. I would say this. I wasted probably an hour of my life on you
That you never get back.
that I will never get back, and I will never waste any more of my life, my time. That's what I would say.
Okay. Okay.
And what are you gonna
He
do?
would
You
say
gonna
bye,
cuss him out?
Felicia, too.
I would say, yeah, I would probably say that, but he's not even worth it.
I know, right? What about you out there?
I had more to say to her than him.
I would say
He's a good
you
horse
are
attorney.
a dirty bastard.
Ooh.
And then, that's it. That's pretty
That's
much
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty bastard.
You're a
bye,
dirty
Felicia.
bastard.
I don't want to waste another
And
minute.
then I don't have any more to say. I think that
But
wraps
I
it up.
want to know from her, where'd you get that Russian helmet from? Where'd you get that Russian bonnet from? Okay.
I think for Halloween, that's going to be the outfit to pick.
Oh, that's would be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay, that's wrong. We being wrong, man. We getting wrong.
It
See,
is
that's
what it
because
is. She
the
came out
alcohol
like
start
that.
kicking.
I know, right?
And then we start
it's
getting
kicking in
it
a little
wrong.
bit. It's kicking in a
That's
little
why
bit.
if you get a chance to listen to the podcast, it's after dark stuff, but we be wrong for the entire
Right,
hour.
and if somebody was going off on the green blouse I wore, I mean, what?
Yeah, we're
They
wrong.
could do that.
We're still rating wines, but it's with an after dark flair, and the topics are a little after dark as well.
Yes.
So, we can't do that on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Clutch
we're
your
glad you're
pearls.
here.
Get your clothes,
There's a
pearls
lot of
ready because they're
pearl
clutched.
clutching, but a lot of laughs too.
Oh my God, we had a lot of
We
laughs.
had a lot of laughs, a lot of drinking too.
Yeah.
Any other closing comments before we go?
Nope.
Sandra.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alpha,
Thank
where are you?
He
What
was
did
on
he say?
there.
He was
See?
on.
Was he
He's
on?
on? Yeah.
I didn't see him on.
Guess he said bye, Felicia, to you too.
Ooh, dang.
He said bye, Felicia. Alrighty, so signing off for now. This is Nina.
I am the birthday girl, Sandra.
Wait for the note.
Okay, signing off for now. This is Nina.
I'm the birthday girl, Sandra, again.
And I'm Althea.
Alrighty, until next time. We'll post our scores for the wine with our recommends and not recommends. Until next time, bye-bye.
I'll see you in 3 weeks, but the other two ladies will be here with the special
With
guest.
special
Yes,
guests.
yes, yes.
All right, thanks for joining us.